Hello, my name is Madeline Shay, and this is my continuous school improvement planning for Module 5 in AEP 858. So who are we? I work in the Shawnee Mission School District. Currently, our student enrollment is 27,595 students. There are 44 schools that my district serves, and that spans from pre-kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. We have the third highest enrollment in the state of Kansas in my district. I showed a boundary map. We go from about 103rd Street to 47th Street, so covering 50-some blocks. For certified staff, we have 99% of all staff fully licensed, and our community is a large span, as you can see from the boundary map, which covers 14 cities. So now with my school, I work at Kristen McAuliffe Elementary. Our student enrollment there is 405 students, and we serve grades K through 6. We have 100% of our teachers fully licensed, and there are 31 total staff members with a certified license. The community which we serve is Lenexa, Kansas, and actually some Shawnee, Kansas as well. Lenexa has a population of 53,000 people, and that was in 2017, and we're seeing a trend of the population in Lenexa increasing with more development happening within the city. So at Kristen McAuliffe Elementary, this is how we do business and why do we exist. I thought these two kind of went hand in hand because the way that we do business is kind of the reason that we have our school and why we exist to serve students in the first place. So our mission statement is with 4 different areas which we're focusing on. We're committed to developing the well-rounded child through positive community culture. We focus on building positive, meaningful relationships with each other based on trust, accountability, and relevant expectations, which ties into the 5-star expectations that I've listed. Those are what we talk with about our students every single day: being kind, peaceful, respectful, safe, and responsible. We tell them not only how to be those 5 things within our building walls, but also out in the community as well, which ties into our mission statement. We also strive to provide differentiated instruction to all students, no matter their needs, and we encourage everyone in the community to strive for excellence through a growth mindset. We really push that growth mindset with our students each and every day, how they can change their thoughts from a more fixed mindset into a growth mindset. So I think that the reason we exist is how we do business as well. So where are we now? So these are our school scores compared to the district and also state for both math and reading in all grades for my building. We exceeded both the district and state scores in 2017 and 2018. We were at the top 10% of elementary schools in regards to our demographic and test scores, but we did see a decline in the last year, especially in our reading scores. We went from 24.58% in level 4 to just 18.94% in level 4 in 2018. And our math wasn't quite as drastic, but there was a slight decline as well. So we are really trying to reevaluate our effectiveness of teaching and make changes accordingly through weekly PLC meetings, just trying new things with our curriculums and being sure that our core instruction is really strong in order to meet the needs of those kids to get back to where we know we can be and meet more of our students' needs. So where do we want to be? So we want to maintain that top 10% status by improving test scores in reading and math specifically. We want to increase student achievement by differentiating instruction to meet the needs of all of our learners, which ties into our mission statement that I spoke about earlier. We need to use our data to make more informed decisions regarding instruction and assessment, which we are really working on at the building and district level by having weekly PLC meetings that surround our conversations surround data that we take both informally and formally from assessment and observation, and also just day-to-day assignments. But at the center of all of it, our most important what we care most about is creating meaningful and lasting relationships with everybody involved, from students to parents, community members, also staff. When that happens, it's more likely that student achievement will go up because there are meaningful relationships at the center of it. So the gaps, some of the things that we struggle with as not only a building but a district, and that might be the reason for some of those declining scores and things like that. Is sometimes we have a lack of teacher training on curriculums, and also when they implemented professional learning communities, PLCs, it was more up to building level to do professional development around that, whereas so building to building, that could look really different. New curriculums are put out through the district, but they often are telling us that we need to have the training for them at the building level, which sometimes also means that it could be different in building to building, and that some buildings may be receiving stronger instruction on how to teach that curriculum than others. So when the training is all the same and everybody's given the same opportunity to learn about those curriculums and how to do successful PLCs, I think that that could help with student achievement and instruction. We also, the gaps, diverse needs of learners, we need more differentiation, and sometimes that's a challenge when you aren't given many things to differentiate your instruction with. Also, that lack of training on those curriculums that we could use for intervention. And then last, we have lack of time to collaborate and plan with colleagues. Right now, our PLCs are only meeting for 15 minutes a week, where I feel like that's not enough time to truly plan with your colleagues and collaborate enough to look at the data and analyze it in a successful way. So how will we get to where we want to be, and also how are we going to implement? So I think we should increase our weekly PLC meeting times so that we can allow for more collaboration and planning and also data analysis. We need to focus on differentiating our instruction using those provided intervention materials and curriculums, and that ties into the next point of professional development and training on those materials and curriculums. They talk about how strong core instruction is what really leads to increased student achievement, and I think that that would be very beneficial to learn how to do that through professional development and training opportunities. Also, strategic planning and monitoring of progress with these goals through different through PLC level notes and also through building level data collection, all different kinds of things. So how will we evaluate these efforts is this KISA state accreditation system we've been using, and also teacher licensure, renewal, and evaluation. We have a guiding coalition team, which is made up of teachers and our administrators that evaluate school successes and areas of improvement. They focus their conversation around the KISA state accreditation system, but they also talk more specifically about our building and areas of need that the teachers and administrators see day to day. And then last, as I previously mentioned, PLC data tracking and notes that we keep logs of so that we can refer back to that and see from where we started to where we go, how well we are progressing. Okay, and these are my standards and sources. Thanks so much for listening.